Hello. Okay, right. We got a microphone response. I have no idea what happened there. It just was not showing anything. My system default must be back to rubbish. As I was saying, hello, welcome back to the Tuesday stream. Cubic, my friend in chat, how you doing? Thank you so much for the heads up. I was already aware, but it's always nice to hear. Number 3, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I was gonna say hello to the people that get the video before the streamers arrive. But look, the stream chat is here. It is amazing. We are up and ready to go. Is your stuff break? No, I've moved stuff from one place to another. Things go wrong. I've obviously plugged something in when things are turned on. I don't know. We've got some points here to spend. We were gonna wait to buy the nuclear propulsion, right? I think that needs to be YouTube is not receiving enough. I've dropped some frames. How did I drop some frames? Oh, man. But they should be fine. It looks like we've got an exciting new system set up. Everything's going crazy today. And so this seems like the best day to be going for an Eve mission. Why not? Yeah, let's do it. Your stuff's going great. I love to hear that, man. I love to hear that. What is there anything specific going great, or is it just going great in general? Do you want to hear my great news? I have passed my mechanics module. I don't know how well I've passed, but I know for let me just work out the percent. Something like 70% of the mark I have done incredibly well for, and there's like 30% left to be marked, but that's good. Today I learned shallow learning, and last Thursday I developed a program to recognize a grayscale 2x2 pic. Wow, dude, yes, I'm about it. I am about it. What missions do we have on the go right now? Well, if we come over down to here, you can see we've got a Kerbal Eve transfer happening in about 159 cycles. This maneuver over here, if we go and have a look at the craft, it is out trying to grab an asteroid, but again, that is off into the future. We're going to go have a look at it. Of course we're going to go have a look. This is the first sort of 20 minutes of the stream. Of course we're just going to kind of jump around. Yeah, let's jump around and see. We got the secondary crew here going out to an asteroid. Let's see if we can spot which asteroid it's actually. They've not even left the Kerbal. I've been busy. 3 weeks ago I launched that. It's only got that far. Okay, that's fair enough. I think we're going after that asteroid over there. As you can see, we've got an intersect. That's good. That's wonderful. Let's go back to the space center. Do you guys feel like there's anything else we need to do, or should I just move straight on? Rent a new place. Dude, yes, all about that. A refrigerator was bought. That's one of the reasons why when I go out and buy a place or rent a place, whatever, I tend to get it so that I'm the one buying all the stuff for it. I'm quite happy to move in anywhere. I'm supposed to get familiar with deep learning and neural networks till the end of the week. I mean, it's just deep learning, no problem. You got this. Okay, that was a cup of tea. That really did need. Let's go into look into the mission control here. Let's have a look. This is the big overarching one we're doing. This is building a space casino. We need to go out and get a whole bunch of asteroids, hence why that guy's out there. We need to start exploring Eve. We've not even been out there. I mean, that's not true. We've blown some ships up in Eve's atmosphere. And then we need to do some stuff with Dres. Dres's time in the future. I didn't want to click that. I wanted to click this. But is there anything particularly... No. I mean, maybe. Dres, no. Don't want to do Dres. Elu, Juna, Eve. I don't know if I want to do this one or not. These ones tend to hang around for a bit. Put a satellite in new orbit of the Mun. I mean, this could be good. Does it have to be a new mission specifically for it? Kerbal or Dres? Return a sample from a comet. That sounds great, but something we might have to deal with later. Data from space around Minmus. I don't know if there's anything here that I'm particularly looking forward for. No, okay, looks like we're just going to wait. We are just going to wait. Bring 3 tourists over a site. These are over a site ones. We should be pretty much done with. Incomplete. We could probably do this. Suborbital trajectory over K2. Do we want to do one of these? 1 tourist over a site? The Southern Mountains. Some of these are serious things, but we don't have the... word that I'm looking for is the plane tech. We don't have plane tech at the moment. You're renting till the end of February, then you go back to uni. Oh man, yeah, cool. I'm currently sat in my uni block right now. That I've gone back, and like perfect of timings, the most perfect of timings. Literally, not 24 hours after I set foot back inside my own place, Miss Align gives me a phone call, being like, "Hey, I've just walked out of hospital. I've broken my arm. I can't even do my shoelaces up. I don't know what I'm gonna do." I'm like, "Oh no! I literally just left. How could you do this?" Obviously, pain, worry, stuff like that. But at the same time, it's kind of funny. So. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna go. Can we? I mean, we're wasting most of a year here, but am I that bothered? Are we? How much of this time do I want to waste? I feel like it is just a huge waste. Let's once again check the mission controls, because of course new stuff comes in the whole time you are going through time. This is something to look. It changed why we evacuate. We're picking up some worry readings from our instruments of cafe addiction. To be on the safe side, we better evacuate quickly. Prestige significant. How much money are they going to give? I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's fully evacuate cafe addiction. I've never done one of these. That's why I'm suddenly like, oh, let's do this. Have you guys ever done one of these? Fully evacuate cafe addiction. I mean, the thing is, this is where I've got people doing science. Maybe we'll have to get people there and back. Perform an emergency landing. Complete all of the following. Bring the crew in a vessel. Landed. It doesn't matter where. Landed or splashed out. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to have a quick changing of the crew, if you will. Let's go to the tracking station and have a look. I think this is just nicely to come. To pass the time, that's the word I'm looking for. I also bought another 3. Bought himself 200 grams of extra mature cheddar for 3.6 punds. Now, is that your punds or our punds? Eve, return, orbiting Kerbal. There's also Evic. We need to remember to send both of these out at the same time. But I'm trying to find it. It's hit. Wait, why are there 2 of these? It doesn't matter. We'll check this out later. What I'm looking for is my Minnock. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Bam. Okay, good. Let's have a look. There should be already a craft attached to the side of this thing. My pounds. All right, great. I never know. I don't know what the word that I'm looking for is what currency people are on anymore. I have no idea at all. Okay, so we can't research at the moment. There is a craft here. Does it have 2? It's only got 1. Why has it only got 1? Okay, we need to send up a new thing. How long is this one going to last for? Let's have a look. Let's close all this down. Leave no one on there, and then we need to get people back. It doesn't give me a countdown. Let's go to the Space Center and launch a new one. I mean, we need to go and replace that. Why have we got a craft that cannot move people? Would have used euros, but I doubt you know the conversion rate. No, not as well as I did. Not as well as I did. I'm better off going to dollars and then on from there. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. So somewhere in here there should actually be a craft already ready to go. Probably one with horrific design flaws in it, because that's kind of what I do. I make a craft. I'm like, yeah, that'll do, and then during the mission, I'll be like, right, we need to make sure we can do this and that and the other. Where's all my money gone? I had millions. Okay, well, there's only small crafts that we can fly here. Should we just make a new one? I think we might just make a new one. Minute for Mr. Fix-It one. That's great. Monarch Orbital Repair one. What's this? Let's have a look. Ew. I mean, I kind of like what's going on here. Like, under there looks pretty good and stuff, but I don't... What is this? Fuel tank... Bobcat engine. We've got this up top. Okay, I mean, I see what I was doing there, but it's not what we want. I'm looking for something that's like station shuttle. Let's have a look at this. Load it up. Okay, this looks ideal. This is exactly what I'm after. But the problem is we've got the wrong mod. Is that 2-person module? Let's have a look. It doesn't say here. Here's the 2-person module. So why is the one upstairs only got 1? You know what? Let's just launch it. Does anybody see any reason not to? Oh man, last member of the crew. Okay, that's fine. I don't see any reason not to launch this. It's got the 2-person module. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll be evacuating the other craft as well. Turns out that is a thing. Do we need both of these antennae here? You know we don't, but I think I'm going to launch it anyway. Robot control, it's got parachutes, it's definitely coming back, it can dock. Does it have RCS? It has RCS. You know what, I think we're there. I think that's good. Let's just launch it and wait and see where the space station is. Now this is normally the part of the mission that I fail badly at. And no, I don't just mean flying it, though I know that is part of my failure mode there. But waiting for the station to be overhead. Do you have any idea how many times during oh, hello. Okay, it's fine, it's all good. Do you have any idea how often during this process... Oh man, it is so far away. I mean, I could launch and just go around again, but we're not going to do that. Why don't I have... There we go, set as target. Beautiful. Beautiful. Has Miss told you how she managed to break both? It was a icy day on her push bike. What's the word I'm looking for? She didn't realise how icy it was. Let's just go with that. I'm sure there was a much more linguistically nice way of saying that. Oh man, my language is broken today. I haven't got it. Don't you fail most missions? No, I actually pass most missions. I just do them in funny ways so people think I failed, but I get the objectives done, so that's all good. Okay, we are waiting. Oh man, I am cut. Oh, tied up in my jumper. There we go. I'm good. I'm out. I'm free. Freedom! Okay, this looks good. Full throttle, yeah. Any reason to suspect the staging is wrong? Probably not. This is full, but can we... Is there any saved fuel on this? That's something that I'm looking for here. That's an engine there, right? That is an engine. So I'm gonna do this. Oh, we don't need that much fuel saved. I need to put... Let's do it. No, I'm not going to revert the flight. At some point, we need to put small tanks on this so that we can push bike, like for yeah, I mean, you know, it's a mountain bike, but yes, like for toddlers. 3, 2, 1. Are we good? We're good. I didn't know you could stage from here. Wait, I didn't know that was a thing. Say what? I thought you couldn't stage from the map. That was specifically a thing that... Anyway, all right, whatever. That has completely confused me. You might be able to tell, you might not. I don't know. Okay, this is badly flying. This is badly flying. We should be able to do it, though. I kind of want to be up a little bit more. Just a little bit more if we can. Yeah, something like that. Let's try and get this RCS to hold in place. This robot's not the best. It's not the best. It's totally the robot's fault. It's not mine. Let's keep this... Wow, it's bouncing over that 90-degree line, isn't it? That's cool. Let's just try and... Come on, hold it there. It's an interesting launch. Maybe we might go for this again, but you know, I'm just gonna leave this here. We're just gonna wait and see what happens. So I'm currently hands off the controls. If I clap, you can tell that I've got nothing going on. So it's just going to do what it can. It's leaning over a lot. Let's try and pull it back some more. That it's slightly annoying that is the case. It would be nicer if we weren't doing that. If it could just fly its own way up out of the atmosphere. If we have to revert this, not only am I going to die of embarrassment, because look at this rocket. How have I managed to mess up this rocket launch? But also we're going to put the extra fuel tanks that I was talking about on the bottom of here, so that we could let the... you know what? Should we just do it? Shall we just do it? I've got a feeling we are going to make it, even though it's really squirrely. Oh, look at that. We've gone full 90 degrees out and it didn't completely spin out and have troubles. So maybe this is a mission that's going to be fine. But I want to do the thing. We're going to revert to vehicle assembly. We're going to do the, I don't know, baguette tanks. Do people like the baguettes? Do people... Let's have a look here. Fuel tanks down the bottom. We got la baguette or the donut or the dumplings. Vote now. Do you like baguettes? Let's see if a baguette... donut. Yeah, I can type. You know, I'm not. You guys have already probably got there by now, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait and see if people are. I mean, I would like to do these. I think we only need a couple of those. Talk about clapping. I mean, everybody should be clapping. Why am I not being met with thunderous applause? That's one too many. There we go, 4. Beautiful. We're then going to turn those off. Hopefully that then does for all of them. It does. Great. Stick it inside. Ooh, no. Bam. Inside the fuel tanks there. Always nice when I stop a sentence like that. Just stick it inside. And then we're going to... That's it. That's it. That's the thing I wanted to do. Save it. Let's save it. That's much better. Cool. Dumplings. I did the dumplings. Look at that. Awesome. So when you say dumpling, what do you think of? Because to me, a dumpling is kind of like a flour and some binding agent, sort of brought together almost like a roll ball. You know, something that you would cook into a roll. Did you know to use your gentleman's spheres to clap? And then put on top of a stew, and the flour cooks out, and you end up with this real stodgy mess. But I know a lot of people who think of dumplings are actually like a pancake wrapped around something. I know that's not quite right, but like that's the two ways I think about it. Is like a ball of dough or a pancake. Why can I not select this? What is going on? We had this last time. I'm not time warping. I'm not doing anything like this. It's just like, no, you've got this. No, okay. We're getting closer. Cafe addiction. Let's set that as target. I have no idea what's going on there. I could only assume it's something to do with, like, I don't know, the click-through blocker mod or something like that. Okay, we should probably double check that we have got all of the dumplings. Let's slow this down. There we go, cool. All of the dumplings, fuel has turned off. So these should have enough fuel in them that when we get up to orbit, we can let this. Does this not have a robot on it? Wait, I kind of thought this had a robot on it. I guess we're just going to leave it. Oh, look, it's that thing again. I mean, don't get me wrong. So we've got for the people watching the video afterwards, we've got a guy who's turned up trying to put I'm assuming it's a web address. Let's start with the report. Yeah, that's cool. Wanted commercial content or spam. Okay, cool. Oh, and then it disappears, so I can't ban him. That's a thing. That's a thing. I should do it the other way around next time. All right. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Just going to go upwards. Just going to go upwards. There's the target marker over that way. Yeah, this should be nice and easy. Should be nice and easy. We are climbing only with 1G. That's interesting. I would have liked just a little bit more, but that's fine. We can live with that. We can live with that. Just going to move my microphone around a little bit. It's a slow climb. Look at the monument over there. We should probably go around and do a search for all the different obelisks. I can't remember what they call them in game. So either monument or obelisk or something like that. Let's fall over sideways here. Let's start getting a little bit of sideways momentum going. Oh look, we've got a whole bunch of things over here. That wasn't there last time. We didn't upgrade the craft, so where have these suddenly come from? Weirdness. The game is very, very weird. Okay, the ball of dough and the pancake thing have different names in Polish. The ball of what I think of, and they're called klocki. You make them with flour and water, boil them, and eat with gravy. Yeah, that's almost exactly what I think of when we're talking about dumplings. All right, cool. That's a. I mean, apart from it, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You can get a little picky about what a dumpling actually means, but yeah, I like that. I like that. That's fine. Okay, we are flying. We're waiting for this little blue line here to try and come up and meet the yellow line. It's a bit hard to see amongst all this lot, but the yellow line of the Cafe Addiction's orbit. It goes around the whole planet. That's why we call it an orbit. I don't know why we call it an orbit actually, because it's a circular thing. You know, like your eyes are orbits, right? So I don't know, or orbitals. Yeah, interesting. I wonder how far back that set of language conventions go. Is that a good way to say it? Yeah, I wonder how far. Like, so at what point did sphere and circle mean the same thing? You know, because it's kind of what happens there. Your eyes are orbits, sorry, and your yeah. Anyway, these are things. We had a 5th viewer, and then they've run away, and we're back down to 4. Shame, shame. Okay, what is going on here? We are climbing. We got an apoapsis of just outside the atmosphere. Now it's just outside the atmosphere. We want to bring it up to about 100 kilometers or so. Maybe going just over. Give Cafe Addiction time to catch up with us. Oh, yes, there we go. There we go. I'd probably say Cafe Addiction in the most British way. British way possible, right? It's supposed to be like... I can't even get the going properly. Okay, the orbit is looking good. I'm going to go to our target here, and I'm going to retrograde that bad boy up. Oh, look, we're at yellow. Wow, how are we at yellow just flying through the atmosphere like that? Okay, that's a fine thing. That's nothing to really worry about. The other thing, is pierogi. They're made with similar dough, but they are filled, the classic ones are meat, cabbage, and mushrooms, cottage cheese mixed with potatoes and onions and meat. So the classic picture of pierogi that I have in my brain involves fish somewhere along the line. I thought you said caffeine addiction the first time. I mean, it is what it's in reference to. It's just, you know, being all, what's the word I want to look for? Elegant and European, right? Okay, we are drifting up. We're waiting for apoaps to happen, and we're also waiting for the craft to catch up with us. Oh, I've just realised. Whilst I have got some tea in a flask, I do not have a cold drink. Oh well, that's going to be interesting. Maybe I will jump up halfway through and go get myself a cold drink. We are passing our first possible intersection point, but it's fine. It's all the way back there. But because of the way the orbits work, whilst we're going through our hang time up here, and hang time does happen for quite some time, this guy is racing through at well, let's have a look here. He is moving at 2.2 kilometers per second. The cottage cheese filling is named Ruski, which means Russian. Yeah. Awesome. That's cool. That's cool. I love all these little overlaps and differences, right? There's so much about the human, not just the human experience, but human language as well. The way we talk about things. There's so much there, but at the same time, there's so much just a little bit different. Just a little bit different. Okay, let's bring this through. Warp here. Is that good enough? I think it should be good enough. We're target retrograde. The problem is the mod, the persistent rotation mod has gone and pointed me in the wrong direction. That's not ideal. I'm going to put my RCS on to turn us around much faster. Hopefully, come on, buddy. I just need to point in roughly the right direction, and then we'll start change it. Go. Okay, turn the RCS back off. Hopefully we can catch up pretty quick. It's a distance away, but I don't think that's going to be the biggest problem. If I could just look over this way, we should see when it catches up to us. Here it comes, yes. You boil both kluski and pierogi the same, throw them in boiling salted water and wait till they surf it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we kind of cook ours on top of a stew. Contact! Where's that? Okay, that bit of debris is going back into the atmosphere. That's good. Am I going to attempt to make an effort to capture, to watch the footage, watch it crash? That's the word I'm looking for. Are we going to try and watch it crash, or are we going to try and connect? Oh, look at that. We are almost leaving, but I think we should be able to get coplanar with it. Yeah. So am I going to try and get close to this before I swap over and watch the other guy? Maybe. I don't really want to go to. There's orbit. Okay, somewhere around here, and we can start going towards it faster. Is my hope. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, that now is pointed at it. The real question, of course, let's bring up our debris here, is are we going to, that one, set as target, are we going to get anywhere near the meeting before this? I shouldn't have set that as target, should I? I should set this back as target over here. It doesn't like it because it's a mission objective. I don't think it likes letting me click on it. That's my theory anyway. Oh, let me. Why won't you let me? Let's try this way instead. Kerbal? Where's Kerbal? It's around somewhere. You know what? Whatever. We're gonna click on that and we're gonna switch to it. We're just gonna watch this crash. We're just gonna watch this crash. Oh, so do people see SpaceX overloading? Well, not overloading, but loading down the catch mechanism for Starship. So those of you who are not aware, SpaceX have built a giant launch platform, a giant launch tower. The tower's the important bit, next to their launch platform. And they've got two huge girder sections that jut out the side, and they run on gantries and stuff, so they can go up and down the tower, and they can also swing open and close like a... I mean, they call them chopsticks, but I've never seen chopsticks do that. It's basically like two fingers that open and close. Yeah, like if you put your hand down and then open and close your fingers, they've got that sort of action going on. And the whole idea is that the rocket is going to fly down, particularly the booster stage, and sort of hover in between these two sticky out girder bits, and then some mechanism's going to engage and it's going to catch. Right, that's the idea. It sounds like a fairly substantial idea. That's because it is. It's crazy. It is like, what are you going to do? So anyway, last week, sometime very recently, they decided that they needed to load test it. You know, these rockets are heavy. Rockets are really heavy, and to have this little bit of girder, I say a little bit of girder, you know, like the individual members are bigger than people, like the steel members that make up these girders. But, you know, these relatively small girders are going to catch an entire, almost Saturn V type rocket. So they put essentially giant water balloons on it and filled it up with hundreds of tons of water. Like, so much water. I don't think I've ever seen anything take that much. Ooh. Oh, we're going to launch down it. We're going to hit the floor very hard if we turn around for this particular scenario. Oh, hey, miss, how are you doing? How's your elbow? I hope you don't mind that I kind of shared that, you know, as soon as I got here, you managed to break your arm. So, break your arm is very strong. That's not quite, she, like, fractured an elbow, but I'll let her tell the actual story. I was just telling it from my point of view. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we're going to hit too hard. That said, we're going to hit pretty hard. I'm watching this guy come in, 45-degree angle. It's going down deeper. We are losing speed because of the aerodynamic drag, but at some point, the gravity might end up taking over if we press the F12. We've only got one drag vector. I say that. All these little dumplings and fins here do play a part. Boop. Okay. Fun fact, you can call someone Klucha, and it means somebody is fat and lazy. It's my name then. Elbow is okay. Good. I'm glad. Ooh, that's some lag there. Are you a few seconds behind? Okay, we're going to smash into the water. I would have preferred to land it, but I mean that's clean. That's tidy, right? We don't have to worry about it anymore. Somewhere out here. All right, can I switch to this craft, please? Tracking station it is then. Just every now and then. And mostly it's fine, but every now and then Kerbal just doesn't want to play ball with me, and it's like, no, you can't click on the thing you want to click on. What? We are currently in an evacuation situation. Oh, that's a good phrase. I like that. I'm going to use that again. Evacuation situation. I have been told that the people on my space station. Oh, we passed it. We like proper passed it. There it is. Oh, please. There we go. Set as target. Where's it gone? Okay, we're pointed away from it. That's fine. Oh, we got all the fuel, so it doesn't really matter. There they are. I knew they'd be around somewhere. We're just going to bring this down. Dumplings in a stew. Yes, indeed. It kind of soaks up all the whatever meaty flavours you've got going on in there. Gets good herbiness on the go. Yeah, it's very traditional to put dumplings in stew. It makes use of something called beef suet. It's like the fatty layer in between organs, but not the webby stuff. Like literally just like almost lumpy lard stuff. But Let's kind of bring this over here. We got 19 kilometers to cross. I think we could probably do it a little bit faster than 21 meters per second. Let's see if we can't get up to. I still need like a target marker down here. That's one of the things you're able to do at higher levels. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, it is, like I say, it's one of the most. It's one of the things that I like the most about streaming is engaging with people like yourself from a different country, particularly ones who are very fluent in English like yourself, and we get to talk about like these tiny little minutia. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean, Miss is much more of a fan of dumplings than I am. I will have like one with an entire bowl of stew. But like I hear that's just me being a little bit fussy. Most people have like 3. Okay, 14 kilometers. Let's have a look at the map and see when we've got. There it is over there. There's our encounter. Let's warp here and make it happen. That time accelerate there, that's horrendous. Hopefully it's just a difference in numbering system here, like the maths hasn't quite lined up right. We're going too fast to be this close. Oh my gosh, not enough. Oh, it's that thing over there telling me not enough charge. I always move into of range of it and go, what do you mean? So it turns out even with the power upgrades that we had, it's not enough. It's not enough. That's something we need to work on. Maybe we will put a new station up. I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. Yeah, maybe we'll put a new station up at some point. One that is specifically designed to be able to deal with the power requirements that are coming its way. Okay, I'm going to retrograde now. We're just going to drift just for a little bit. 91.7. Okay, that's quite the number there. That's quite the number. I really need. In fact, I know that they haven't upgraded this yet. I've been meaning to go and check for some time. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wouldn't be the first time we've managed to plough into the side of our station here. Oh wow! Look at the spin it's got. I want to. Maybe this is why it needs to be. Wow! Look at the spin it's got. Maybe this is why we need to evacuate because it's an unhelpful tumble. Unhelpful tumble. The problem is if I press T, look at it wobbling around. We definitely need to make ourselves a better. Ooh. Oh, I went the wrong way, that's why. Oh well, I mean, it's going. I don't know where it's going, it's just going. We'll just leave it, we'll wait. In Poland, we usually make them a bit smaller, so the usual amount is 6 to 8 per person. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, ours are like. I don't even, not quite tennis ball size, you know, not quite tennis ball size. I might just get these people out by hand. Let's do it. EVA, bam. Let's get these guys out and let's. Yeah, we're going to deorbit all of this at some point. I think we're definitely going to. If you guys have any ideas for station like looks, the way it should act and behave, let me know. We could then move all of the science over to a new place and get more science. I mean, maybe we'll make one that can fly around. Wait. I can't do this all of a sudden. What is this? Let's get in close. Let's scan up a little bit. Okay. Remember how the jetpack works. I can do it. Probably need to look at that. There is an emergency going down here. I'm willing to accept that as the emergency. Grab. Board. No, board. Change the camera then. See if I can. Somewhere. It's here. There it is. Okay, that's one down. Let's get the other guy. Oh my gosh! I might even just let that like ping out at some point. What's going on electric-wise? Oh, shouldn't hover over that, but we could definitely do with moving all this stuff around. It's like, hello, waving at you. Oh, hey, Mark, how you doing? What are we up to today? Well, we are technically waiting on an Eve mission, but whilst moving around, checking stuff out, and just wondering if there was something we could do within the 150 days that it was going to take me to have the encounter I wanted, we went to see what new missions were available, and this new mission that I've never done before. Oh, look at the Kerbal outline there. This new mission that I'd never done before to evacuate my station popped up, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's go do that. And it turns out there may have actually been an in-game reason. It was not actually the contract would have been offered to me anyway, but it turns out I'm bad at building stations. Do you have any any idea on a good station design? Now, me, obviously, I'm all about donuts. You guys know this. When I want to make a craft, I make a circular one. Just look at that. So maybe we can make a circular one. Do I just want to kind of hang around and let all the data go? No, we're on a time limit. It says we're on a time limit, but at the same time, we're really not on a time limit. Okay, we have fully evacuated. Perform an emergency landing on Kerbin. Does it have to be emergency? Can we just like touch down? There we go. We'll touch down at the desert, right? That seems like a good idea. I will never ever able to land directly on the desert, but we'll try. Add a maneuver here. We also have a dish called, oh man, uzaka. Literally small ears, which are small dumplings about the size of a small garlic head. They're filled with cabbage and mushrooms. Dude, that sounds tasty. Where's my play with the maneuver? There we go. Maneuver note. What is wrong with the game at the moment? I don't understand. It keeps thinking that I'm doing other things than I'm actually doing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now that I've complained about that, let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing. I want to deorbit, and I want to deorbit onto the desert over there. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So far, so good. I'm gonna get that maneuver node editor out because it really is the way forwards. Advanced, no. Why can't I play with that? Okay, there we go. We got it now. I'm gonna look around here. Can I look at Kerbin, please? Thank you. I don't know what's going on with that one. No. So I've got to select that, and then there's only so much I'm allowed to play with it. Okay, we'll go with this. Okay, let's click this out. Does this look like the cross is in the right place? I think this looks like it should be roughly at the right spot. Let's just bring that down like that. All right, cool. They're a traditional Christmas dish, most often combined with borscht. But I can never say it. Sorry, borscht. I know the T's not quite like that, but build the biggest donut possible and name it the bakery, dude. I think we might be there. I think we've hit our plan for today. I might even need to change the name of the stream. Just call it the bakery. Be like, what in the description? Okay, we got 4 minutes. We're going to sit here and watch this have a bad time. I say a bad time. It seems to be nearly done. Have we transmitted all the science that there was to transmit? Let's have a look. Science, no, there's still enough. But because there's not enough crew, it won't send it. We'll have to bring these back at some point. But we've got a mission to fulfill, so I'm going to press this button here. Oh, look, it froze it. It froze it. The mod's broken. Okay, we're about 1.5 kilometers away from the station now. We just let orbital dynamics drift us apart from each other. Man, you know what? I have not looked at any of these contract completes. What's these all world first? Construction of the first station around the Mun. Did we? Let's just close that. Who cares? Yeah, 129 days. We wasted 30 days just kind of waiting around. But I'm not the type of Kerbal player that likes to wait around, so we just let that do its thing. More than 200 meters, surely. Okay, anyway, we're over time. It doesn't matter. Let's go. Let's see if we can't place this marker on top of that. It should be fine. Only a little bit late. I don't really care for the intercept that we've got there, unless it says we're going to intercept. Nah, that's behind us. That's fine. If it said that we were going to intercept with a 0-0 distance, then maybe I'd be a little bit more interested. But as it is right now, we should be fine. Okay, let's just let this roll in. I don't know whether I want to. No, we're just going to trust the machine. The machine knows, like that. Okay, there we go. Simple as. Okay, orbit. I actually want surface, and we're going to retrograde. That's cool. It's got very wavy arms. It's true. All right, we're just drifting now. We are drifting. The atmosphere is about 30 kilometers under us. I was about to say 20. My math be good, yo. My maths be good. Which is kind of a little bit worrying because I have a maths exam on Friday, though. As we all know, mental arithmetic has nothing to do with advanced mathematics. Like it's nice to be able to know what numbers add up to, but how does that help you when you're dealing with epsilons, right? That's not quite true. The numbers you need to know are like 2 over pi. I was like, yeah, that's helpful. Cheers. Okay, let's try and get our way through the atmosphere here. I don't know which height our heat starts kicking in. Cubic, I've got my mock exams on Monday onwards next week. So I've just finished my mechanics exam on Monday. So it was one of these classic two-part exams, right, where they give you 20 multiple choice questions, and then they're like, pick 3 of these 4 questions. I have no idea why that held Mark's message in for review. Pick 3 of the 4 questions, and of course, the 3 of the 4 questions were really hard, like really hard. But that's fine. That's what I've signed up for, I suppose. Things like if a 300 kilogram satellite is this deep into the atmosphere, and it gave you like how much atmosphere was there at the thing, how much energy is lost to the atmosphere, and then what does that do to the orbit? Give us the speed, period, and altitude. And I'm just like, what? Sorry, how does this go to Kepler's law? Turns out I'm not very good at orbital energies. Okay, we're gonna pop one of these. Are we gonna pop these parachutes? Yeah, we're gonna pop these parachutes. Right, we need to get down. And funky. No, we need to get down on the floor so we can have complete one of the following. Either the vessel state. Look at these. Whether this is a mod or a part of the original game, this is broken. Someone needs to change that to landed or splashed down. So that's what's going on there. So yeah, which mock exams you got, Cubic? Which mock exams? You're doing... I remember you doing some pretty hardcore maths. I remember that. We're all quite mathematically minded in the Kerbal environment, aren't we? We all like rockets. It's a thing. Don't have an exams. You get work experience, dude. That's it. That's what it's about. I mean, to be fair, a lot of my other courses are like more. I don't want to say practical, because I do have a practical module when I'm doing actual experiments, but that's about as far as that goes. But I do have coursework and stuff to do, so that helps. I don't know if we're going to slow down in time. We're less than a kilometre up, and we've got this pretty serious yellow warning here. I'm going to try and move back and forth. Okay, we're good. So that the drag slowed us down. I say we're good. We are over a mountain. Is that good? I don't know. What's also... are we able to get... Hang on a minute. Crew report. Boop. Now look at that, flying high over the Highlands. I'll take that one. Thanks. Cool. Computer science on Monday, physics Tuesday, and maths on Thursday. Dude, that is a selection that you have got there. Needs to do more. Yeah. You know what? I'm sat here thinking, I should probably... So the things I need to revise are eigenvector and values. No, I don't know what they do. And like vector calculus, working out gradients, working out the way things swirl around, stuff like that. I say working out. Writing down the numbers that represent things that swirl around. We need to go down faster. Okay, Tenkow and Modard, our 2 scientists, having a great time. Shall we open up their little windows? Where are they? Yeah, can we aim this camera? I would like to aim the camera. Yeah, okay. This is cool. This is cool. Oh, what have we got over here? We've got games, science, snacks, crayons, pets, and duct tape. Why are we keeping pets in a box? This doesn't seem great. Wait. What pets do Kerbals have? Oh, we landed. But what? Frogs? Do Kerbals keep frogs? Is that a thing? Do they have like small sentient moss that they like to look after? Maybe there is a small sentient moss in there. Who knows? Anyway, mission complete. Wait, we want to do a thing. I want to EVA. Yep, cool. I want to take data. That way we can do another crew report. I'm also going to do an EVA. Science. 2.4, big numbers, and surface sample. Let's have a look. 9 science. Oh, the numbers are so big now. And then we could do a crew report. All right, cool. Got all of those. Recover. They keep smaller Kerbals. I used to do further maths, but decided not to this year. Good plan. Further maths are like... Full respect for anybody who can deal with that layer of abstraction. Yeah, like when you're getting up into like the pure mathematical, you're talking about how relationships relate to each other as opposed to how physical systems relate to each other, and that's getting a bit mind bendy at that point for me. Wow, look at all this money we got back. Oh, I didn't see. Wait, how much? 64% of the value. I should have landed on the green stuff, shouldn't I? I should have known better. The desert is not a place to land. I keep forgetting. Okay, total reputation has gone up. Oh, we got some stuff here. 10 cal. Research 5 ribbon. Yeah. Endurance ribbon awarded for more than 2,000 days. Ooh. Awarded for an EVA in 0 atmosphere. EVA in stable orbit and docking. Okay, that's some good stuff there. It's good stuff. 200. Oh, those are the 2,000, and this is the 200 side. Okay, that's pretty cool. Are we just going to send them back? I think we're just going to send them back. Or we can make the crowd. Let's make the station. Oh yeah, the station. Because then we can transfer things from the old station to the new station. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So we want to make a donut, and I tell you what, we want to start the donut around. Oh, it was there. This thing. Bam. Okay, let's spin that sideways. Great, beautiful, wonderful. Do we have any sideways parts in this setup? I don't think we do. There was a load of mods that used to give you stuff that would have a 45 degrees or stuff like that, and now we just don't. Which is very, very shame. Very shame. You know what? I think I'm going to go to switch the editor here. I had some impressive maths. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, university itself is quite depressing. You get like separated from everyone and everything you know, and yeah, it's not amazing. It's not amazing. I'm going to go with that kind of couple. That's horrific. Actually, that is actually horrific. Can I scroll down? Scroll in. So I mean, normally I go for a 4-piece, but I feel like this is going to need at least an 8-piece, right? So we want to have at least like that kind of angle on it, and then fuel tank. Oh, we do have slanted stuff here. Well, maybe not quite, but are Kerbals reptiles, amphibious, or mammals? There was a strong theory going around for some time that Kerbals are in fact plants. I like that one. I like that one quite a lot. Gone too far, as I'm well known to do. Okay, that's looking pretty rubbish, actually. As all things go, that's pretty rubbish. Painful, maybe? Okay, let's think if we can do this I mean, I don't know. Do we want to... How could we even cover it? I kind of like it, but at the same time, no, I'm not feeling it. Can we use one of these spun round like that and then snap that on there? I think I'm experimenting, but I've got a feeling what I'm going to do here is going to get thrown to the trash can. Yeah, maybe. I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not feeling that. Let's get rid of all that. It wasn't a unit itself that had 10-minute drive away, but the level of maths that was hard. Okay, fair enough. And I've got good at regurgitating what they've put in front of me, so I'm kind of okay with the maths. It's the mechanics where I need to like actually apply the things I think about. Do you reckon we could use this? I don't know whether we could use this to. I didn't want that one. Ooh, have I put this on backwards? I've put this on backwards. Give it. Spin it. Okay, and then we'll not worry about that for now. It's still the wrong type. Silver, gold, orange. I'll just go with white for now. But okay, next thing. This is actually gonna. I think this might work. Can I get the right engine tank though? Let's go with. This is the same size as that. That is the same size as that. Let's one of those. Turn it to a 45-degree angle. Something like that. Okay. Maybe absolute pull that out that way. Now can I rebuild the fare? I don't know. I'm trying. Ooh, there was a blue bit there for the smallest of seconds. I don't. Can I get here? No, that's a shame. That's a shame. I didn't think it was going to let me do it. Left. Oh. No, it won't let me change it. Right mouse button, center placement. No, cancel placement. I read that. So launch this, just all gathering outside to Yes. Yeah. I am so down with the thoughts that Kerbals are here just to photosynthesize or whatever. You know, I think that's a great idea. Let's just throw some stuff on here. Let's get a hitchhiker's canister, and then let's have another one of these. Yeah. Maybe we need 2 hitchhiker's canisters. You see how these are kind of the same size and shape as that, so we'll go with that as well. And then we'll just... Bop. Oh, that's not quite right, is it? Let's put another one on here. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, I don't know how to cover these bits up. And that's what's bothering me, is these bits. Normally I attach it all to a middle bit. But I don't know if that's going to help us either. Okay, let's try again. Let's get rid of that. Don't save. Let's try this instead. We're going to start with a mobile processing lab. We're going to come over to the editor here. We're going to swing this around like that. I'm then going to go. All right, cool. So we've got this thing up here. One of those. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's just shrink this down in a series of steps. This as well. No. Ooh. That's a Christmas tree look there. Maybe we'll use that in the future. And then service module. What goes in the service module? Take the shroud. Ooh, maybe we will use that. And from that, no. I would like to then put this here. Okay, that's a good topper. I'm not sure about this. It kind of comes in at an angle, jumps in, and then goes back to the other. Yeah, I don't know about that. But what I do know about is that I want to get a whole bunch of RCS. Is that one? Yes, great. And then Cupola. Yeah, I like that. Because then Kerbals can get out and look down, right? That's what that's all about. Then we get a bit of. I still don't have the long girder segment. Crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. We could do 6. How do you guys feel about 6? I think yes. I then get... I mean, fuel tanks aren't really what I was thinking about here, but if we just get this to show the shape, yes, that's better. But we need longer girders, and then we need to be able to go for a bigger fuel tank, right? So I would like to get something like this in place, but the reason that I was saying this fuel tank is because it matches with a whole bunch of other... Ooh. Not sure about that. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. But then I want to like remove this one from symmetry. Bam. Grab that. Get rid of it. And then where are you? It's in here. Hitchhiker's can. Doesn't want to attach. Okay. That was a big intake of breath because I'm not sure. Okay, let's Control Z. And then can we do this? This is going to be horrific. But you guys are used to horrific things from me. Is that still not in symmetry? Can I did try and Control Z my way back to it. Oh, well, there we go. Gone one too far. Let's try the U. It says it's snapping to position, but you know what? There is no snap here. And the reason that I'm trying to do this like this is because I should be able to get... Where is it? Utility. Hitchhiker's kind of stuff. I should be able to get that doorway if I can... There we go. Yes. No. Maybe. We'll try this. There's a setting in between there somewhere. Absolute local. I mean, do we just make do with that? Is that pretty good? That is pretty good. What else am I missing from this? We are missing power, and we are missing That might be it. That might be all we're missing. It just might be power. If anybody else thinks of anything, though, please let me know. 1, 2. Okay, I kind of like that. And then we can kind of ease this more into the middle here. Look, we're getting close. We're getting close. I think the angle might be wrong. Let's try this. I don't know. Is it one of these two? Let's try that one and see if we can't. So there's a little bit of overlap there, and there's a little bit of overlap there. That might be it. That might be it. If I just push it back now. Okay, I think we're going to take it. I think we're going to take it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, another 3 has to go. Oh, good chatting, man. Good chatting. Is this it? Is this what I'm going to send up? I think this is what I'm going to send up. But we are missing some other minor details. Things like ways of stabilizing ourselves. Oh, look, can we actually... Look, the girder has still got a little part down there. What? How? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm going to take advantage of it by putting those in there like this. But I thought I attached these radially to that, but it turns out no. Okay, that's fine. I'm down. I am down. We should have a whole bunch of control there. Rocket engines and a whole space station. No long girders. You know it, my friend. You know it. The real question is, do I need to put RCS on this thing, or is this just going to float in space? I kind of like it. What do we call this? This is the bakery, right? The bakery. Okay, there we go. I like this a lot. I feel like we're missing. So we need power. Electrical. 3B2s. Do we want to just put them up here? And then they all essentially have access to the sun, right? Is that how that works? I don't know. And then we have some large panels on the outside, because one of them's bound to be looking at the sun somewhere along the line, right? If my knowledge of geometry is correct, you throw a circle up, at least one side of the circle has to be pointed in the right direction. Surely. Enjoy your food, my friend. Enjoy your food. We're going to put some batteries on this thing, because you know what? Getting through the night is going to be important. Batteries underneath, yes. We want all the batteries. If there was more batteries that we could use, I would be using them. But right now, that's pretty much the extent of what I've got here. Okay, I think this is good so far. I'm sure there's a plenty of... Oh, do you know what we don't have? And this might be a little bit awkward. We got power, but we have no way of docking. I kind of feel like maybe what we want to do is... I'm not sure about this, guys, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because you know me, I like to do things that I'm not sure about. Do we want a service bay? No, we're just going to grab a tiny engine plate. No, that's just a little too tiny. Can I go medium? Wait. Is it upside down? There we go. Look at that. Right, so now we can do this. Is there more to this? No, that is it. So from this, so engine plate's kind of like a new structural part that I've never really gotten into. I have to be honest with you here. Oh, look at that. Up. We can make it as big as we want, but I'm just going to go with this one. Oh, you know what my plan was going to be is actually going to be in conflict with these solar panels. So if I extend the solar panels, my plan was to get a bunch of junior docking ports. Oh, they don't want to attach to the engine plates. Colour me surprised. Okay, I'm going to go for 3 of these anyway, so that they are not just everywhere. I guess I'll just part clip them down. Look at that. Yeah, beautiful. So now we've got 3 docking ports up the top here. Okay, nice. Do we need any more than 3? I don't think we do. And also, are craft going to be able to get in and dock with this? Probably not. Probably not. Is there any reason for having this shroud thing here? Is there anything that I want to kind of put on there? Looking through quickly, I know one of the things that I might want to put on this station, if I go to the cargo, container module, I'll put one of those underneath here. Okay, that's good. And maybe we'll actually put these up just a little bit more then. Okay, that's nice. So these container modules have a bunch of inventory inside. We can put a whole bunch of stuff on there, but I think that's fine for now. I'm probably going to want to space tape this thing together. I don't know whether it needs it, but we're gonna pretend like it does. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I still don't know what to put up here. We'll leave it for now, because most likely almost anything that I'm going to want to put up there. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Most probably almost anything that I'm going to want to put up there, I can use my engineer for. I mean, it doesn't even really need an antenna, though. I'm gonna put a few on here just to look a bit greebly, a bit like there's stuff going on when there's not. Something like that. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so this might be the station that we are launching. Let's close all these solar panels back up. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure if there's any other problems with it, we'll find it out en route, right? Am I going to try and make a decent rocket around this, or am I just going to strap something big to the bottom of it? I think we're probably going to go for that second one there, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. I mean, there is a very nice. Do I have a sub-assembly for this? 1.2 meter Kerbal system. Yes. Boom. Man, if I go to fly this, we're in trouble. Okay, so that top one there is fine. Because it's very wobbly. Look at it. Before I even get going, we can tell it's very wobbly. So let's just space tape our way to a brighter future. Space tape the name for the strut connector, or at least one of my names for it. Come in here. I can't remember who first called it space tape. So I used to run a Facebook Kerbal group, and there were plenty of people in there that called it space tape. And that's kind of where I've picked it up from. I don't know if that's good enough. I'm gonna do something different. We're gonna come out here. I'm gonna go 3 of them. It won't let me go 3 of them. All right, it won't let me do that. The reason I was going to, so if I grab it on this side, we could probably simulate the same thing. If I drag this down the rocket as far as it will go, boom. These 3 around the outside will clip onto the booster stages. I don't know whether that's good. I've got a feeling we're gonna have some problems here. Oh wow, look at that. We don't actually have the Delta V that I was hoping we would have. So there is a bad staging setup here. Okay, so outside stage first, inside stage. Oh, it's still only 2.8 when we need 3. I'm very tempted just to go for it anyway, but we all know that's not how this works. We need 3.5 actually, not just 3. Wow, these are just drop tanks. Can this actually lift? It can actually lift. Wow, I'm mildly surprised about that. Mildly surprised. But I think we're going to have to admit defeat here and see if there's another lifting stage for us. So that was the Kerbal. What about the Robo Asparagus? I bet this thing's huge. It is huge. It's almost a direct upgrade from this one. It's probably going to be too much, though. Should we try it? I just want to be rid of it. Cool. You there, decoupler. Will it go through there? Oh, look at that. I see some problems here, but it's none of the problems that we can't fix. If I grab this decoupler, look across the top, and then just kind of click this round. There we go. It looks like it was almost made for it. All right, great. I feel like some explosions are abound when we do the staging here, but that's fine. That's fine. This time, I'm going to grab the strut connector from the bottom and come up and connect to the outside of the hitchhiker storage canister. You know what? I'm not even going to take any risks, and we're going to put a whole bunch of connectors on here just to make sure that we can actually launch this thing, because I am super worried that we're going to have a bunch of wobble. 3.885. That should be enough to get us up into something approaching a 200 kilometer orbit. I think we should go for 200 kilometers as our 100 kilometer orbit. Very busy right now. Very, very busy. Okay, I'm going to save this. No, I already saved it as the... Oh, let's save it anyway. And launch. Cannot afford. Pain. So what's happened, I think, if I remember correctly, is that I have upgraded my VAB at some point, which I knew was a bad idea, because how often do I use my action groups. Like, really, how often do I use them? So we are going to have to go through a whole bunch of subcontracts to try and get some money. I'm just going to change my stream tile. That's the word I'm looking for. Need to launch a new station, but it is too expensive. Yes, typing. It's a thing that I can do. Save that. Great. Bam. And I'm back. So we can't, like, this Class D asteroid business. It's too expensive. It's far too expensive. Science data from space around Juno. I mean, we got people out there. That is 100 grand. 100 grand. Science data from the surface of Eve. You can get stuff, mate. I'm never going to be able to do that. Haul a electric propulsion system to Ike. Nope. Attach a new part to a satellite in orbit of Minmus. This is a lot of money right here. Attach Communicatron 16 to the aging Minmus satellite. Okay. I think we can do that. And have money to spare. Bam. I got myself some money. We're at 300,000. Let's see what we can do about that. Are there any others like that? Like that was a very lucrative mission right there. Doesn't look like we have got any more. Repair a satellite in orbit of Kerbal. Oh my gosh. But that's cheap, so we're not going to do that. Could we? It's another Communicatron 16. It's a repair this time, though. Send a Kerbal engineer and pack some repair kits. You need to repair them. Let's do it. Let's go see what we got. Man. We should be able to do this with a very, very small craft. It's only going to Minmus, so we don't need to do anything too crazy. I think maybe a 3-stage rocket. 1 booster stage. Get out of here. So let's do it. We're going to just take the engineer on its own. So that's all we need for the top here. Of course, we need to think... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to open, don't save this, I'm going to open my station shuttle 1. It's around here somewhere. Station shuttle 1. Okay, because this guy, he's pretty light, pretty easy going, pretty good to go here. He's got almost everything he needs on top, apart from a few things. So if I pull this down here and go, hey, could we have a cargo module under there? Great, thank you. And I wonder if Communicatron. Can anybody remember which one it was that I needed to put on there? Let's have a look. Repair Communicatron 16, but there were others. This one, attach a new part. Attach Communicatron 16. I could totally just go repair, steal the one off of this one, and then put it back on that. But no, we're gonna do this a little bit more, legit, if you will. EVA experiments. Where's the repair pack? I know you're in here somewhere. I've used you. There we go. I've used you many times. Oh, it turns out that's not how you put that in there. Oh, it did work. Okay, I'll take that. There's 4. I'm gonna put 8 packs down. Just you never know. Maybe it's a thing we need. And then the actual Communicatron 16. Let's have a look in the communications. Not the 16S, the 16. Okay, we can put them in there. In fact, we can put a bunch of them in there. So I'm going to do that. That is pretty much all we need to do for this craft. Is it going to make it to Minmus and back? I doubt it. Let's also upgrade. Look, we got some other things that we can upgrade here. Things like if I pull this adapter down and then put this in place. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do, but it's what I'm going to do anyway. And then pop that there. I need to get some space tape involved just to make sure that we aren't wobbling around all over the place with this. 8 of them. Yes, indeed. If we go 8 that way and then grab these and go 8 this way, look at that. It's a serious bit of strutting. There's some problems further around this. Look at this. Every other diagonal, it's not gone well. Okay, let's try this differently then, shall we? Let's go like that. And then we get this. Can this do that? Why is it so different? But you know what? Despite the fact that it's an absolute mess, that's not too bad. I was going to pull that off of there because I've just noticed that we have no way of storing any electrical power. And electrical power, kind of important for robots. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. it's not something you ever want to deprive your robot of. Let's say that. Okay, throw some photovoltaics around the top. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we need to make sure this thing can actually get where it's going. So that's not going to be the... Let's get rid of these dumplings. Don't need them. Let's go couplers. These couplers. Slam these on the side here. And do we want to have a liquid stage? I think we do want to have a liquid stage. The liquids, of course, are... I'm going to say a better choice than solids. Solids are great when you're just trying to get off the planet because once you light them, they go. They're like a firework rocket, right? You set fire to them and they're like, whoosh, and off they go, and you never see them again. But more importantly, you can never light the engine again. That's the big problem there. Whereas with liquid engines, that's not the case. You can light that engine as many times as you want. You can turn it off. You can start it again. Yeah, it's great. It's a wonderful thing to have liquid fuel on board. Can I spin this around to about there? All right, great. That's looking good. Looking really good. We've got 4,400. I don't know how much we need to get amendments. Let's have a look in here, shall we? KSpedia, into the Delta V map. Bam! We're going to this little green bit over here. This is to get out of the atmosphere, 3,400. It's about 1,000 to get to this flyby. There's this inclination change. I could technically do it, but I very rarely spend that much. I just try and make it so that my orbit is intersecting the right place of Minmus's orbit. 56 hours. Oh my gosh. But that's a 4.5, 5. Yeah, I think we've got enough. We could probably do with just the smallest amount more. And do you know how I'm going to make the smallest amount more? Wait, first, before I do that. Tiny aerodynamic nose cone on the underside of these. Great, beautiful. Drop tanks for the win, yo. We are, however, massively underpowered now. So I'm going to get a fair-sized solid engine. Not that one. Where's my thumps? Thumper, it turns out, is that what it's actually called. I've been calling this thumps for so long, but do you know what's actually called a thump? No, that's a spark. One of these little ones is actually called the thump. Turns out there it is. Thud, not thump. Thud. Well, anyway, there's lots of very similar names in rocketry. Would you believe it's almost like all this power and very little creativity. Okay, that's cool. Do I want to put a cap on that? Let's put a cap on it. Okay, if I really wanted to be super frugal, I think I'm going to go with frugal. I could probably have put a whole bunch of parachutes on this stuff, but you know what? I don't think I care about that. I am a little bit concerned that these guys are going to end up being dumped in space. Do I go ahead and put a docking port on them just in case? Is that something I want? Do I have the covered docking port? I do not have the covered docking port, so I could get one of these docking ports and put it on the other side. Might be the way. Just in case, you never know. And then we'll send a full-size rescue craft after them, just in case they are left there. So this is no longer Station Shuttle. This is Min must repair craft. Of course, the fact that we've got 5.2 thousand Delta Vs is not actually something to be like, all great. Let's go and have a look at the mission profile before we actually get going anywhere. We've got 2 repairs to perform. Well, we've got a repair and a reattachment. So let's go and have a look in the tracking station. Hopefully it will show us where these orbits are, or these satellites are. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for satellites. Hopefully they're down the bottom here. Okay, aging satellite, blah de blah. Okay, that's good. And damaged Kerbal satellite. Oh, this is great. Okay, that's quite the inclination it's got there, but I think we can go ahead and deal with that. What I want to do is kind of launch when the KSC is in line with one of these. And then go down a diagonal. I think that's what we're going to do. This is going to take a little bit of finagling to get right. Remind me to quick save. Anytime you see me just kind of doing a next thing, someone shout quick save at me. Okay, let's go into the vehicle assembly building. Let's get our engineer, the last spare engineer that we've got, because everybody else is away on various different missions, mostly going out to try and capture an asteroid. But we've got one engineer left, one engineer that's going to go and earn us a lot of money. Over 500,000 roots, in fact. fact. So we need to. No. You are good. You are not. Let's get you out of there. We're gonna give an enemy many spaces. 2 spaces. That should be like double the room that he needs here. Let's launch this craft and have a look at how our orbits line up. Because, of course, I could just launch into an equatorial orbit, push my way out, then make an inclination change, and I would change the amount of tilt I've got on my orbit relative to the equator of the planet. The problem with that is that's one of the more expensive, in terms of fuel, one of the more expensive things you can do in the game. So, I mean, it's not quite going through an atmosphere. Oh, man, the atmosphere is the expensive part. But, okay, let's try and get you there. Set that as target. Man, like that. We're there. We're good. We could go. 3, 2, 1, blast off. And we want to kind of go this way? Or this way? I did not stop to consider which way round this guy is going around his orbit. Is this already set as target? So at what point, ascending node, 160. We're going the wrong way, aren't we? Okay, let's come back over this way and maybe we can get this down. Come on, over. There we go. We're going west, not north. West, not north. Maybe we'll actually end up redoing this mission because it wasn't quite the direction I thought it would be. Yeah, let's do that. Let's revert to launch, and we know where we're going now. Northwest, not southeast. It sounded like we lost our solid engines pretty early on in that as well. So that should be. I don't know. We get to watch them hit the floor, be like, brr. So we're going over this way, up that way, not down. Ooh. Am I upside down? Is my craft upside down? Set that as target. Back from foodie. Welcome back, butter. So let's have a look at our parts here. So the thick is behind them. All right, the thick part is behind. So that means this guy is going this way, which is indeed west, and from my current position, southwest. Southwest. Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Southwest, here we go. It's not a direction that I launch to very often. Of course, the rotation of Kerbin's day, you know, this thing is spinning underneath us in this way, tends to add 300 meters per second, something like that, 300 meters per second or so. So trying to use that to my advantage is always much better than trying to fight against it. But as this is the way that we've got to go, and if there is literally no way of launching, I suppose I could, if I wanted to be really fancy, and I'm not going to do this time, but if I wanted to be really, really fancy, I could totally have launched an equatorial and then tried to catch an encounter with the moon to kick me into the... Oh, there we go, I heard it. Kick me into the right situational... to be in. Are these all burning through? They're all burning through, and these guys are fully fueled. Okay, I want to keep one of these up to remind me that we are burning through the fuel on there. Pooh, words, how do they work? But yeah, look at this direction we've taken off from. Very, very unusual, very, very weird, very strange, but I like it. I like it a lot. I kind of feel like we needed to have a bigger engine. Are you seeing a problem here? I'm seeing a problem here. We're slowing down, but we are still going that way. And now we're picking up speed again. I'm just going to assume that everything's going to work out well from here. We've still got like 5,000 delts here. So like maybe we needed 5 to get to Minmus. As long as I can get to this craft, do the thing I need to do, and then move on to Minmus, we should be fine. But of course, trying to find the point where this orbit and that orbit line up is going to be very awkward. At least it will pass the time until the Eve encounter. That's what we're trying to do. Ooh. Explosions. 1, 2, and that guy. Are we not getting that one to explode? This one wants to live. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so doing well so far. We're about ready to start thinking about dropping our next stage. We're about halfway through the fuel. Who knew that these tanks out the back here actually were about half? These 4 tanks were about the same as this middle tank here. I didn't know. I did not know. I'm almost definitely going to need to go back and put bigger engines on. Look at this. Like, what is this? At least we're bringing our ascending node down. Okay, should we do it now? Now that we know what the problem is, look at that turn. That is how much difference there is from the planet rotating underneath. This is a straight line, and this is the line relative to the surface. Look, we would land all the way over there, given the time that it takes for us to go up and down. Oh, that's crazy, crazy. Drop. Ooh, explosions. I think we're fine, though. I think we're fine. Let's just get our nose down a little bit more. I mean, there's practically no way we're going to make it now, but those gravity losses, they are real, yo. They are real. I'm also wondering whether it would have been more worth it to launch from Woomerang, as I'm more equatorial at that point. I don't know. I don't know which one would have been better, but this is what we're going to go. So I didn't realise quite that this was going backwards. So the amount of delta V that I needed to account for there might have been a little bit more. But we'll see what we can do. Even if this guy ends up doing just a single orbit. Can we get rid of that? Have they not hit the floor yet? They've not hit the floor yet. I mean, they're at least half... Oh, they're gone. 25 kilometers. They will disappear. They will get removed by the game because they're like, nah, you don't need this, mate. You don't need this at all. It's like, maybe I did want that, though. Maybe I did want that. Okay, looks like we're getting to the point where we can be happy with our orbit. I'm waiting for this to get roughly, just somewhere close to 0. And then I will click towards my retrograde and just let the more efficient flight take us up there. I am not feeling 100% about how well this is going to get us to Minmus. We will try, though. Maybe we'll do a rescue for the rescue, or maybe we'll get out there and go, nah, it's too risky, and we'll bring her back. I don't know yet. What is our inclination at the moment? 30 degrees. 30 degrees. It's going to get harder to change as we go on. Maybe that's something I should have done differently. I'm not sure how, though. I'm not sure how. If I could have, I would have. I'm also going to turn maybe a little bit more west like this. Yeah, that's great. Maybe we should have just gone west. If we had just launched west, maybe we could have got a better approach here. I'm waiting for this apoapse now to go up and meet this guy's orbit. About 16 million meters. That's a lot of meters right there. That is a lot of meters. Can we bring the information up down here? Apoapsis. Okay, 1 million meters. We're getting there. We've got to wait for this one here to become a 16. It's a tiny number in the bottom here. I understand. It's a little bit awkward to spot. Is that it? Oh, we've done a thing. Oh. Bye, craft. Okay, that was a little bit dangerous. I don't know what that was. That was explosive. That's what that was. That was explosive. Okay, I'm definitely going to bring this round more because I don't want to end up too far offline. Man, maybe I have made a mistake here. Maybe just going west was the way. 14, 15, 16. There we go. Well, that is totally a maneuver to find myself in. I want to push the other side up to about the same. Oh, look at all these. The word that I'm looking for is inclination node. No. Encounter nodes. Look at all these encounter nodes. But this is looking fine. Periaps of 15.8. Okay, let's come down to this one. Not sure how well this is going to work. This is not the big money mission either. This is not the big money mission. Why can't I select this? There we go. Be nice to keep these highlighted. Ooh, did I go too far? Perhaps 15, 19. You know what? I'll take that. And then we've got another maneuver here to desperately try and get these in line. No, bring it down. Okay, so that's coplanar. One of my favourite words in orbital mechanics. I do love the term coplanar. Do I just go for it? I think I'm just going to go for it. We can definitely go and get the bigger monies later. We can get the bigger monies later. Going to have to start leaving little notes for myself in the Discord about what it is we're actually doing. Okay, we've got a day and 5 hours to wait. You know what? I'm just going to do that. Whoa, bye-bye, Kerbal. Okay, compared to that, oh look, we got the moon over there. We got Kerbin. Where's Minmus? Bet Minmus is around somewhere. Oh, Eve. Hi, Eve. How you doing? That's cool though. That's cool. I want to point myself over this way. Ah, my lifting stage was all set to be picked up. Oh well, no, nay bother. I set this whole lifting stage up to be returned, and I've just gone and let it crash into the atmosphere. We could do better. Okay, let's pour my last cup of tea out here. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, 20 seconds to go. Let's speed that up just a little bit, down to about 5, and then I think I don't know. We'll wait till we're down to 2, and then we'll go full throttle. And I bet that will, still carry on ticking down. It's not ideal, but you know we can live with it. That was me getting orbit for the first time. Oh wow, we went all the way up there without the guarantee that we're staying. Oh, that could have been very painful if we dropped back in via the atmosphere there. That would have been hilarious, in fact. Let's try and keep this on top of the blue little triangle under there. So the blue triangle, I call it a triangle because it's got 3 edges, but I don't know whether that is actually a triangle. Like blue reticule tells me where to point if I want to match up with these maneuvers. Sorry, I can speak today. I do promise you. I do now want to grab this and maybe change the inclination just a little bit, like that. Okay, tell me that's a 0.7. Keep that up. What happens? Ah, I went the wrong way. That's why 0.7. Is that the best we're going to get? Is a 0.7? Yes. Okay. I'll take the best that we can get. Thank you. Who'd have thought that the best we could get was pretty good, eh? Who'd have thought? Thankfully, we've got an engineer on board, so we don't really need to worry about orientation of the craft that much. We can keep it pointed in the right direction. As long as we've got a little bit of electric power, that should be fine. 8 days this time. 8 days. There's a much better way of wasting the time is coming out and doing these missions. All right, go! Oh, there's the moon. We're going to go. There's Kerbin. Go. Where is Minmus? I really was it. Oh, is that it? No, that's Jewel. It's the same colour, but not quite. And look at that. That must have taken forever. We're losing comms. I'm not sure why we would be losing comms. Okay, we've got a minute to go, and now that's good. I wonder if anything's been happening out in the wilds that I'm not aware of. Hey, how are you doing? You are the Asteroid Capture 1B. Okay, that's cool. This one? Is that the B that I'm looking for? Could be. Flower. Wow. This guy's been pinged out at some point. That's cool. What's this? Oh, it's the comet. Okay. There's no chance that I'm going to be catching up with it. Maybe on the next time round. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, we got a maneuver to do. I think once again I'm actually probably going to be watching from the map screen. Where is Minmus? It's where I want to go afterwards. That's Moho. There's Eve. I'm surprised Moho's so easy to spot. That's a distance from the sun there. It must be at is it conjunction when it's that far? There's Minmus. All right, great. No, conjunction's when it goes to the other side. Straight line, maybe. I can't remember what it's called when it's the furthest away. There is a very specific phrase for it. All right, let's burn the engine while we actually have a maneuver to be done. Yeah, like Mercury and Venus do it all the time. I cannot remember what it's called. Pop. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good, yo. Maybe, just maybe, I'm going to bring us down a little bit. Just so we get the double double. Oh, it was there. There it is. Okay. So we're pretty much in the worst place we could possibly be. Crazy, hey? Crazy. If I click forward the maneuvers. Wrong way. There. That's what we want. And that is in 28 days. 28 days. That's a couple of orbits. That's a couple of orbits. We could probably do it quicker, but I don't think I'm going to. Anything here on a timer? This is the. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. That 28 days is saving me some fuel, so I'm just gonna go for it. We're not going to go to Minmus, are we? I mean, maybe we'll send a refuel mission. Do we send a refuel mission? Okay, for the people that are there in the chat, do we bring Anemone home, or do we send a refuel mission to meet them at Minmus? I think we could probably do the refuel mission as slightly easier. I know that's a bit weird to think that it's easier than bringing someone home, but is that Minmus there? There's Minmus. Okay, trying to match up would be quite the mission, actually. Don't get me wrong, I'm down for quite the mission. Okay, 14 days. We're going to go round again. We're going to go round again. There are points where we completely lose connection with everybody. I wonder what's going on with that. Look at everything going on in the Mun. Okay, that's great. That's great. We've got another craft out here. That's the one we're trying to connect to. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That is cool, yo. I should imagine so. Pretty cold out there, right? Pretty cold. Does Kerbal have a microwave background? You know, so there's a minimum temperature that things can be in space. You'd think that's weird. You think that it could just radiate. The station is too expensive. The station is too expensive. What was I just talking about? So yeah, there's a minimum temperature things can be in the natural universe, right? So for things to be cold, they have to radiate the heat away. They have to radiate more heat away than is coming in, right? That's kind of like, you know, if you warm something up, it can't get cold. Is that logic that people can follow? I sure hope that is logic that people can follow. So because of the Big Bang, or whatever it was that did the warming, whether the Big Bang happened or not, it turns out it's become a point of contention again. Who'd have thought? But because there was some warming event back in time, it released a whole bunch of photons. There was a whole bunch of photons got released, and it completely permeated the universe. You couldn't go anywhere because there were so many photons around. It would have cooked us alive in seconds, like vaporized. That not the burn we want? What happened there? Try this again. But obviously, those photons are still kicking about. You can't destroy a photon. Well, you can, but you know, you don't destroy a photon unless you put some actual effort into it. RCS back forwards. Want to get this separation value as small as possible. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 79. It's still a distance, but it's a distance we can deal with. Am I going to do this whole thing? No, I'm not going to do it. Wait, surface, turn that off. Target is 500 meters per second. Let's walk around here. Let's watch this go. So as things in the universe try and cool down, as everything is, everything's always trying to release infrared radiation and get a little bit less energetic because the universe doesn't like having energy. It's like an old grandpa who just wants to sit down and chill out, right? But along come these photons, like the grandkids, and get grandpa up and walk along. And, come on, Gramps, let's go do some stuff. And so the universe can't actually get that cold because these photons are still kicking around, being absorbed and readmitted, and mostly getting absorbed because that's what photons do. Photons, mate. So British sometimes. So British. Okay, we're coming in at a target value of 37.4 meters per second. That's how much we need to change our speed by. Our velocity is the word that I'm looking for. Actually, it is speed. Let's be honest. Like, velocity in an orbital game it's always a bit weird because you need to be pointing inwards to be like, that's my velocity. At no point does this give me a direction. Right? It just gives me a magnitude. But that's probably above the Kerbal pay grade. I was reading a Reddit post. That has not worked the way I hoped it would. Let's bring it back. What was it? Someone was like, hey, with all the hype of the JWST, let's remind people about Kerbal. I was like, okay, cool, great idea to talk about Kerbal. And then someone else was like, let's not just talk about Kerbal, let's talk about the real solar system mod. I was like, yeah, okay, fine, that's cool enough. Where was I going with this? But the dude, there was a guy in there who was like, honestly, I like to play Orbiter rather than Kerbin because Kerbal's got too much wrong with it. Like, too many things have been made easier for gameplay reasons. And I'm like, first off, dude, you're a sadist. Like, wow. But secondly, it's a game, right? These. Ooh. That's as far as I can get away with that. Okay, that's a thing. Velocity, speed. I know, right? Aren't they the same thing? But yeah, like, does Orbiter give you? I might have to go play Orbiter at some point. That might be a thing to do. Wow. Okay, we are pointed in the wrong direction, but that's fine. Like, push the. Ooh. Okay, I want to try and slow down both our speed and our... Maybe I'm just going to point this way and we're just going to slow down and then drift in closer. That might be the way for it. Because look, right now we are slowing down. We're not actually drifting closer. Okay, so we're slowing down. Ooh. Is this going to end up touching? Using my RCS for good, yo. 0.8 at 40. Let's walk around there. We should be able to see it by now, surely. There it is. There it is. I'm going to try and use my RCS because we don't have much actual fuel left, right? So let's try and get this RCS working beautifully. 30 minutes. Okay. 0.8 is not very fast at all. Okay, what's that do up here? 0.8 at 6.2. We could get a little closer, I would be very happy. Little bit of... Oh, we're not really getting closer. I mean, 0.8 at 9 meters per second or 0.8 at 5 meters per second. I mean, it doesn't... Well, there was the point where it changed to further distance. So let's warp here. Okay, here we go. We're getting close. I think basically what I'm trying to say is I don't want to have to do a science degree, even though I have. I don't want to have to do a science degree to be able to play a game of Kerbal Space Program, right? I don't want to know that, I don't know, acceleration is the integral of velocity or some crap like that. It's not a thing that I need to be able to regurgitate to play a game. Surely, it's great that I do know it. It's definitely gonna aid me in my future endeavors to be a world-class science spaceman, because that's obviously what I want. World-class science spaceman. Yeah, you got me. That's what I want. At some point, I need to start putting aside some time to like make some science videos. Right? Do you guys think I need to make a science video or two? Just a high-effort, low count. Oh look, we got another one. Let's get rid of that guy. Maybe we'll report them. No, other way around. Cancel. We'll hide them, then report them. Hide this user. Okay. Now take that message away from me. Shout going out to Forrest, who finds it really confusing when I talk about this. And then unwanted cursor. There we go. Brilliant. All right, they be gone. They be gone. Been getting an increase in the YouTube spam bots recently. I don't know why suddenly someone's decided that this age-old technology that's already been beaten by most of YouTube's like automated systems is the way to try and spread the word again. Whoever sees a random account turn up in a chat somewhere posts nothing but a link and then clicks on it. Like, would you? I wouldn't. Another 3 might, but sorry, that's a community joke right there. Science, yeah. I mean, what science questions would you want answered by my own quirky, crazy method? I don't know. I don't know what I'd like to go into. Like, where does the sun come from? That's probably a good one. Did you know the sun is the honest to goodness bringer of all life and wonders on this planet? Without the sun, we would be cold. Underneath our feet, there's a lot of lava, right? You know, it got warm because it all like smashed into each other, and you need the energy needs to go somewhere. And we got like this actual lava underneath our feet, and the heat is escaping all the time between the cracks in the tectonic plates, right? And there's a lot of heat. You guys have seen a volcano, right? They're hot. There's a little bit of an understatement there, but you know they're hot. Look at that. The one that just happened, I forget the name of it. Like that was a lot of energy being released, right? But that's nothing to what the sun produces. Not the whole sun. Right? The tiny little bit that we managed to catch on our tiny little ball of rock here. You know, we got a sphere that's like 98 million miles in radius. I don't know what that is in kilometers. I should really like learn to swap over. Like that's a big shell, right, with lots of sunlight being there, and we got this tiny little dot, and that's still tens of thousands more energy coming in from that than is being released from the magma under our feet. Tens of thousands. We would be very cold right now, very cold. Another thing, if you go ahead and work out some numbers, you know, as you do when you're a science boy, and figure out how much heat we should be getting from the sun. It's actually relatively easy. You just throw some thermodynamic equations up on the screen and you go, oh yeah, look at that, great. And you work out that we should actually be about minus 15 degrees centigrade. Now, I don't know about you. I mean, I am in a cold country, right? But I don't see minus 15 all that often. In fact, I don't see minus 10 all that often. And it's only due to the wonderful powers of the greenhouse effect, you know, that thing that's actually causing us to kill the planet at the moment. But it's only because of that we actually managed to have a warm, comfortable temperature for us to live at. You know, it gets to like 40, 50 degrees centigrade out there, right? Like we've seen this. There have been record numbers beaten, record numbers set all this decade, right? Every time we go and check the temperature, it gets hotter. And none of that would be possible without water vapor and carbon dioxide. Isn't it great? I'm saying we should definitely stop, though. By the way, I'm not saying because of climate change we're able to live here. No. We're taking a natural cycle and we are pushing it too far. But without that natural cycle, we would also be in deep trouble. Well, we wouldn't even be here to be in deep trouble. Let's be honest. Like, if this planet was frozen the whole time. Like what would evolve? What would evolve? I mean, something would have, almost definitely. I say almost definitely. That is just hopeful thinking. Like if you don't think anything would evolve on minus 15 degree planet here, then nothing is gonna be. Scrolling through YouTube now, you're having a lecture about Earth, dude. I've got a physics exam on Monday that is solely about planet Earth, its formation, and stuff like that. I could go for a while. I mean, is there anything else you'd like me to talk about? But anyway, if you don't think anything could have evolved on Snowball Earth, let's say that, then there's nothing in Europa, right? And everybody wants something to be in Europa. Can we take? I gotta do a thing here. We need to take an enemy here. Take the backpack off. Not the backpack. Take the parachute off. We don't need the parachute. What we do need. Get rid of that one. Then what we do need is a better way to manage our inventories in Kerbal. That's what we really need. But is these EVA packs. That's what I was actually trying to say before I got completely sidetracked. An enemy is away. Okay, great. We're trying to make money at the moment so that we can launch a new station. The station was very expensive, and I spent money upgrading my VAB recently. So, yeah, we need to go out and make some money. I'm not sure what it is exactly that we need to repair here. Is it you? Oh no, it's this one right here. Look at that. All right, cool. We can go there. See how these are red and white, and then this guy. Oh, one required. Is that it? Hey, we did a thing. We did a thing. Snowball Earth, inhabitants, Bacterius Maximus. Yeah, cool. I always like the Snowball Earth. I'm going to say story because obviously we just kind of like pieced it together from random things, and it's pretty much the only thing that makes sense. But at some point we might be told that it doesn't make sense. But at the moment we believe it to be true, right? At some point, because of the Malenchevik cycles, I'm going to go with that being the name of the person who did that. The Earth, because it wobbles, and because the orbit's not quite circular, and because a whole bunch of other things, Earth does get warmer and cooler on the order of 50,000 years. Not on the 50 years that is going on now. 50,000 years. But when the snow happens and we cover the whole planet in ice, right? That's a lot of white. And the thing with white is it reflects the light away. Okay, it's very much more complicated than that. But the thing with white is it reflects the light away. Let's try and figure out where we're going next. Hold up, Minmus says target, which means that once you've got a completely covered planet. Oh, wrong way. Once you've got a completely covered planet, how do you thaw it out? Because it's gonna just push all the light away. So how do you melt it? Well, it turns out the way that it melts is volcanoes. Talking about them earlier, let's talk about them again. Volcanoes, they erupt up. Do you guys remember what I called the Volcano at the time? There was a volcano erupted in Iceland, and it sent ash plumes all over Europe and various other places, right? And it brought the air travel to its knees, and my mum got stuck in Ghana, which was the Gambia, actually. Sorry, it's kind of funny. But the main point was that it made a lot of ash. It made its way through the ice. There were things there, right? And they reckon that's what happened to Snowball Earth. They were like, yeah, this thing. It's not great. We're nearly there. I would have liked to have done it in one pass. If I now add a maneuver and go, have we spent all our fuel yet? That's kind. Ooh. Oh, that. I think we're just going to take that. 99, 400. Yeah, we're going to take that. That is quite the maneuver. So what's happened here is I have pushed up one side of my orbit, and we've just missed Minmus. No. We were too early for Minmus, right? Come along, and we got there, and we started falling back down, and Minmus was coming up behind us, being like, wait. So I did a little maneuver here, and it turns out we waited just long enough for Minmus to catch up with us. That's the theory. Let's see how it works. Oh, turn the RCS off because that makes things very bad. So my next favourite... launch a nuke, like Elon said. I mean, there's a very easy way of dealing with stuff, right? My next favourite thing about like plate tectonics and heat and stuff like that... did you know, at some point in the not-too-distant future, tens of thousands of years, something like that, the whole of Venus is going to melt. Wasn't actually a snowball a couple of times before very complex life evolved? Yes, indeed. That's why I keep using the term Snowball Earth, because that's kind of like the actual term that is used for it. I'm not a biologist. I know about the Cambrian explosion, and that's kind of it, right? It was all microbes before that, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, Venus, right, is caught in something called the stagnant lid phase, right? So Venus, pretty much the same size as Earth. There's a couple of percent in it, but Venus is about the same size as Earth, which means it should be cooling at about the same rate. It should be getting cold at about the same rate. But it doesn't have plate tectonics. Yeah, there's not gaps in its crust to let all the heat out. So the heat inside Venus, which we're fairly sure is there because of the size comparison to Earth, like we say. So Venus is there just keeping all the heat stuck inside of it, right? There's nowhere. There's a lot of volcanoes on Venus, but there's not that many. You know, there's a few hundred, a few thousand, one of those two, but it's not enough to let enough heat out. So the inside of the crust is just getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and at some point, it's all going to just melt, which is crazy. Not really. Oh, you're going to have to give more context to the not really. It's covered with clouds, so all heat is trapped mostly. So that's a different effect. That's the greenhouse effect that keeps the top of it. I'm talking about like the rocks. It is a consideration, but if you think about it, it's not much. You know what's a couple of what's melting lead compared to melting rocks? You know. Yeah, all right. We got 12, 10, 9. That was a little fast. 8, 7. I'm going to start burning at 3 again because that's the way it works. Something about saying, okay, that's fine, man. I waffle on a lot of times. There's a lot of tangents. I understand it's sometimes a little difficult to follow along. I'm not. There are plenty of times where I'm like, did I follow what I just said? That happens. That happens. What are we at here? 47.4. 46. I'm gonna just take that one. Add a maneuver, bring it up. Come on, let me. Yes! Yeah, that's the maneuver! Oh, that is so. Sorry, just clapping for joy there. Oh, that is so good. I've never had a transfer so crazy. Like, that is actual crazy. I also feel like we're -1. I'm coming in the wrong way. We're gonna have some problems here. Can we capture? Is that a thing we can do? Add maneuver, capture. Tell me I got the fuel. Oh, it's fast. I don't know. I don't know. I need to cancel it to find out. Is that the one we're going for? That is the one we go. Oh, look at this. We're nearly at the right height. Oh, that's really good. Okay, I'll let that happen as it is. I think that's pretty good. Can I go orbit maneuver? It doesn't tell me whether we burnt through all the fuel or not. That's unfortunate. It doesn't. Do I get a magnitude here? I'm trying to look around to see if it tells me what my delta 429. Not gonna happen, guys. It's not gonna happen. Can we use Venus, Minmus to capture itself? I mean, can we even... Let's try this a different way. If I get the absolute minimum entry, we should be able to come in quite high. And then maybe from there, we can... Let's get maneuver 1 up, thanks. Maybe from there we can... Let's get rid of maneuver 2. Oh, no, stop, cancel. Not about that. Maneuver 2, be gone with you. Okay, we're going to have to... Oh, look at that. I'll just clear maneuver 1 as well. Let's try this again from here. Add a maneuver, bring that up. Okay, that pure minimum we can do. Get the small... Okay, so like that. 64. Pretty good. Pretty good. And add a maneuver. And I just want to capture. Like, just capture. Something like that. Okay, let's have a look at our 403. We're going to have to come home. That's... I can't even send out a mission to catch up in time. What mods are you... no, we don't need to land on... sorry. My mission at the moment is to meet up with this guy here and do a repair. We need to put a communicatron on it. This is like 500,000 credits here. But I'm just going to come home. I'm just going to come home. We go orbit. We go retrograde. Oh, we're still time warping. There's Minmus down, there's Kerbin down there. We're just going to come home. If I get my orbital parameters up, we can just go... wait for this millimeter. I don't know how deep we could go into the atmosphere from here. You know? I probably should have waited till we're at the Apple apps. This is probably going to take more fuel than I've got to slow down. 3, 2... I've got to stop. Look at this. We've only got 85 left. Okay, we are not doing that, yo. Oh, I'm very nearly there, though. I do not want to get out and push F5. Should have quick saved it much earlier. What is this? Spend all the fuel? Oh, no. We're so close, but not there. Am I going to get out and push? Am I going to get out and push? I'm going to get out and push. Okay, that's so not what I want to do. EVA. It's so not what I want to do. Also, when did they make the camera so much more awkward for Kerbal's actual EVAing around? It used to be fairly easy. And now it's not. And I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, there's no way of seeing my personal orbital stats from here. That's a bit of a shame. I know the Kerbal engineer might help me out here. Let's see if we can't get get rid of that. Okay, HUD 1. Yeah, I mean, it's got what I want, but... Oh no, look how slow it is going down. This might take a long time. Hey Landstrider, how you doing, buddy? I've pretty much failed this mission. Well, no, I've not failed a mission. RCS, dude. Monkey, you are genius. I totally forgot I had RCS left. You can come again to the stream. That's absolute lifesaver information there. I can't believe this totally overrides what I'm trying to look at here. Where's the body? Wait, show engineer. What do we got here? What do we got? Vessel, rendezvous, orbit. There we go. I mean, at the same time, it's down here, but yeah, we should have got rid of this ages ago. This is like the worst fuel we possibly got. Is pushing going to be? Pushing would eventually be. Well, how am I now? Starting to get drop frames. Man, we've been so solid all time. So solid the whole time. Periaps height, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. What do you reckon? 40? I reckon 40. Let's go to 40. And quick save it. Because maybe we'll want to go deeper. Maybe we won't. Yeah, sorry, man. I literally just got warnings here. Do aero brake. I mean, I am going to be doing an aero brake. It is true. I've had two frame drop events this time, which is not usual for me. Not usual for me at all. Okay, we did a quick save, right? We did a quick save. I am now going to drop down. No, we don't want Minmus. We want Kerbin. No, all right, clicking it is not. Had a few issues with the game today. Things have not been clicking very well. I've not been. Yeah, there have been problems. Oh look, we are coming back from space today. Okay, that's cool. Red. Wow, suddenly choking on nothing. Do aero brakes instead of going in at one. I'm not sure what you mean instead of going in at one. I mean, I am coming in with the aero brake. I'm probably, when we get low enough, going to drop everything below this. And I don't really care about that. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Which way am I going in my orbit? This way. Can you please warp here? I guess we'll just be sending this craft back out again. Oh, hello. We found our way back to Kerbin. This is good. I'm just gonna try and. I don't know, do I want to shed fuel or do we just want to drop down to the atmosphere? I think we're just going to drop down to the atmosphere, about there. And now I'm going to start dropping fuel. Slow me down, baby. We're going 3 kilometers a second. That's nothing compared to actual orbital velocities in real life. Did you know that most things in orbit are traveling somewhere on order of 7 kilometers a second? Which is ridiculous compared to what we deal with here, right, on Kerbal. But yeah, 7 kilometers a second. It really makes you realize how much energy is involved in the things in orbit around. Oh, the sounds are starting. We got a good one. We got a. Oh look, is that the Kerbal Space Center down there? Oh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot. Yeah, that's Jeb's Island. Yeah, no, we are totally. There it is. Oh, that's Jeb's Island over there. There it is over there. This is the island airstrip. Okay, cool. Oh, there are explosions. My RCS is giving up. I think we're good though. I think that might be the only thing that's going to explode. Yeah, I think things are alright. Things are good. Things are fine. This is fine. Okay, that's all my fuel gone. That's all my fuel gone. Still 2.8 kilometers per second. I am almost definitely going to land in the middle of the water. That's great. Perhaps we get to watch a sunrise over there. Can we change our camera angle? Brilliant. Time to revise some physics. Yeah, man, you should do it. What can I do to convince you to play Satisfactory for your next stream series when you wrap up this career? Maybe. I'm not certain that I'm actually going to wrap up this career. There's a non-zero chance that this one's going to carry on until Kerbal 2. Yeah, it's been ages since I played Satisfactory. When am I going to stream again? Same time next week. Same time next week. I equals NAVQ. What's that? Current equals charge times voltage and amps times the number of charge particles. I don't know which one that is there. I probably should know. But today I do not. And to be fair, what were we doing in my one? We were doing all the kinematic equations. We were doing rotational kinematic equations. There's a lot of kinematics in mechanics. What else were we doing? There's a lot of stuff. Other drift velocity. Oh, how slow how fast the electrons travel through a wire? Something like 80 meters an hour or something like that. It was something ridiculously slow. I remember we did that equation and I went, what? The electrons don't even make it through the wall? And she was like, yes, it's just vibrating back and forth. I was like, oh, okay. Because, a 50th of a second, it travels that far, right? It's not far at all. It's not far at all. You always think that electrons are traveling at the speed of light or whatever. It's really not. It's bouncing off of stuff. Miss Satisfactory can't run at both 30 frames anymore because of the laptop. That's a shame. I mean, maybe we could do some Satisfactory at some point. Maybe. I'm not I feel like Satisfactory, much like Factorio, would require you to sit down and just play every night, right? It's a big game. Voltage equals current times resistance. It's true. Oh, I say it's true. It's true for most things. Diodes don't do that. Capacitors don't. But the majority of stuff do. Okay, let's... I mean, I was gonna drop the outer shell, but we really don't need to. Let's just go and hopefully have a soft landing here. So yeah, Monkey, if there's any science you want to know about, let us know. I'll go and look it up. I've got access to hundreds and thousands of journals, so a thing I can do. Wait, we're gonna have to go sideways again, aren't we? I probably should have lowered my my opening height, but that's fine. Are we going to go nuts and do another mission? All I'm going to do is turn this stream off and then sit on my own. So I maybe will do. All depends on the response we get. Oh, land, my friend, land! Oh, it's so far up in the sky. I mean, there's nice coloration going on over there, but what's that? Is that Juna? Elu. Man, we barely ever see Elu. I can run Factorio the other day or so between spending another 100 hours or do revision. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm not playing many of the factory games at the moment, because, yeah. Ooh. That's one of mine. It's great. That's distant object enhancement, guys. That's what the point of that mod is. Love it. Electricity gets fun when you do 3-phase. Yeah. RSSR. Nah, I'm not a fan, my friend. I'm not a fan for the same reason that I am not a fan of life support and stuff like that. Just nah, it's too much. I'm here to play a game and have fun. Speaking of having fun, if you're enjoying the stream and would like to see me carry on for another 20 minutes or so, give us a thumbs up. Really helps me have some fun. And another 3's not around to complain about that, so that'll be great. Yeah, satisfactory. I mean, yeah, maybe with you, but I'm not sure about playing it on my own again. Oh, what have we got here? Multiple contracts, 5 or more contracts. EVA ribbon. I didn't know he hadn't been out on an EVA. Okay, cool. I'm literally just going to send the craft back out again. Even though I didn't get any extra likes. Oh, sad. Oh, we got 1. 6. Yeah, that's better. Took a while for YouTube to update. I'm just going to send this craft back out to Minmus. That is it in its entirety. And me right there. Okay. Yeah, no. There are other ways that I would like to play Kerbal rather than I need me and Landstrider need to sit down and pin down a day where we can do Kerbal bingo. 4-person game and stream. Yeah. Yeah, it's finding the regular time to do it in my busy lifetime. It's not so much that I'm busy, it's just a revision. There's so much revision. What is this one? Hello? Oh, it's the comment. It's the comment. We know that's the comment. I should stop tracking that comment. It keeps throwing me off. So this guy is now just mine to enjoy, right? Okay, that's cool. Set as target. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Nice. Yeah, multi-stream, all about it. All about it. Mimus on SRBs. Oh, I wish you'd mentioned that before. I probably could have got it done. That's not beyond my capabilities. I can look at a Delta V map and then count how far we got to go. Revision is an excuse to be busy and play games. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. To be honest, what I need to do is sit down and just do stuff like matrix multiplication and things that you know. Rip. Okay, we need to redesign this craft. But I joined the stream 20 minutes ago. That's all. Okay, I mean that's. Right, so we need to put some Separatrons on here to encourage it to peel away nicely. Those of you who have been to the stream before will know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put one on here, and then one on the inside here. Or do I put... actually, let's put them here and here. I wasn't sure, but now I am. And then we just kind of twist this one to blast the top away from my craft. Just like that. Come here. We got problems. Is that the same amount? Something like that, maybe? That one might be... Oh, they're only single ones. Low. Let's pick this up. No. 1, U, Z. There we go. All right, great. We got it, guys. We did it. We got them. All right, that's nice. That's cool. These guys are also just single events. It's pain. It's pain. Okay, something like that. Now, where are all these guys in the orders here? Let's put that down here, put that one there, and pull this over here. All right, staging be done, yo. Save it, launch it. My chemistry teacher started a fight because he said physicists are bonkers and unstable, and I told him atoms aren't the smallest particles because electrons are smaller. Yes. I mean, to be fair, physicists are bonkers. Let's not beat around the bush here. Crazy things go on in the physicist's mind. All the load. All right, let's try this again, shall we? 3, 2, 1, blast off! It's just a standard launch. We should be fine. We're going into equatorial launch, and then we're gonna throw ourselves into a proper Minmus approach, and we're gonna go meet a satellite. We're going to put a communicatron on it. Let's just double check that we got the communicatron to put on it. We're going to then come home and be over 500,000 credits better off. That's the plan today. And then tomorrow we can... Not tomorrow, next week. Man, I wish I had time. Well, no, next week we will be launching the space station that we designed at the beginning. It wasn't even at the beginning. It was about halfway through. We've done a lot of things today, actually. We have done a lot of things today. Oh, yeah. That's better. That's how I want my SRBs to decouple. That's great. That's amazing. One thing I'm just noticed, we are twisting away. And we've got even less thrust this time. Even less thrust this time. Why is that? The Separatrons couldn't have weighed too much. What is... It is weighed, isn't it? I keep wanting to be like, what? I feel like there's an O past tense of weighed there. But weighed? Weighted? Massed? I might just go with massed. They couldn't have massed that much, surely. Okay, we're picking up speed again. This is good. This is good. Oh, I need to keep an eye on this thing here. We'll put extra engines on here at some point. I did actually put a bunch of docking ports on the bottom in case they came up to orbit with us, but that ain't gonna happen, is it? Doing your French homework. Ah, bonjour, ça va? Ça va très bien, merci. Et toi? That's about as far as my French goes. Je voudrais un that thing. That's about as far. I got a lot of pointing and using the very basic French. Actually, you rely on the natural tendency of no one to want to speak to each other. You go into shops and you just do things on automatic, and there we go. You've learnt another language, right? Is that how that works? I think so. All right, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Will this explode? No. It has kind of pushed us about a bit, but that's fine. This is a terrible, terrible launch profile, by the way. I must have turned over way, way too early. To the point of I'm already considering, let's do it. Revert. No, not the vehicle. I just wanted to launch. The pain of French. French is alright. French is alright. Any language is okay. What is going on? I've got a red square despite huge amounts of internet. Maybe we'll bring down... Hold up, guys. Things are a little weird on my OBS. Let me output... Let's try that. Let's see if that's better. I hope so. Man, my internet be very unstable all of a sudden. It is bouncing from 1.5 megabits up to 8. Now 8 is more than I'm used to. 1.5 is less than I'm used to. Have we got the right person on board? We have. I just wanted to go upright this time. So of course the real... No, don't crash. Don't crash. Now's not the time for a crash, my friend. Okay, we're good. You know when it brings up the box and starts spinning around and it's like, do you want to kill this? I'm like, no, I don't want to kill this. I'm midstream. So I was reading an article today. It popped up on Reddit, so I don't know how much to believe it. So, are you guys aware of how we detect neutrinos? So, neutrinos are this weird, almost massless particle. They travel just under the speed of light. They can switch between 3 different states, maybe 4 if the muon experiments are to be believed. 99 is Katra Van Disnerf. Hey, Cyber Otaku. Dude, it's been some time since I've seen you. How are you doing? How are you doing? Ooh. So anyway, these neutrinos, they're streaming out of the sun. Something like, if you have a look at your thumb, there's like 9 billion going through them every second or something like that. I can't remember the exact numbers, but it's huge numbers like that, right? But they very rarely interact with each other, right? Physicists like to say they've got a tiny cross-section, but we don't actually know its physical size. We just know how well it interacts with other things, right? And so for the longest time, we've had experiments like underneath the Arctic ice, the ice cube experiment. Go look it up; it's great. But what happens is a neutrino rips through some water, does manage to interact. 1 out of billions, trillions, maybe. Why are we slowing down so much? Go back. 1 out of trillions. What is going on here? Just radial out, my friend. Just radial out. That's all I want you to do. And it will let off a tiny, tiny little bit of light. And we have these things. What are they called again? Scintillators? Something like that. Anyway, but they're really good at picking up very small amounts of light and multiplying it up, right? So we've got these huge tanks of water and looking in the Arctic ice and stuff like that. And a scientist today, I'm afraid I didn't quite get the name, was like, hey, you know what? We should totally use the entire Pacific Ocean for that. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. The problem with that, of course, is there's a lot of things that bioluminesce, right? There's a lot of things that make light. Oh my gosh, why won't you just like settle down into one orientation? This ship is terrible. I just want it to point here, but I can either go up or across. It doesn't do both, it turns out. But at least we got a bit of a better ascent profile than last time. You know what? I might just go radial out. Just let it point upwards. Whatever. I don't care anymore. We're just going to get this thing out of the atmosphere. Everything looks so calm and simple until you look at it really up close. This is true. This is true. Staging. I don't know, some sort of metaphor about a swan could be put in here, right? Okay, let's get rid of that. Let that go down. I just want to get into orbit, guys. Okay, everything else seems to be looking good. I was just doing a quick check on the oldie OBS. It seems to have settled down. I don't know what was suddenly the problems. Just out of nowhere, it's like, nah. We do not have the internet to be dealing with this. I bet my phone's doing an update or something silly like that. Of course, unfortunately, there's no real way of telling your phone to not update. Okay, of course, the whole point of today's stream was to try and get the Evecraft out. 72 days, not too bad. We've done a lot of stuff that earned us some money to waste some time. That's great. That's great. Just got out of the shower. Got to be up at 4:30 in the morning. Oh, dude. I think my struggle to wake up for 9 is a problem. My girlfriend quite regularly has to get up for like 5:30. No, I don't. I'll avoid that one. Thanks. Okay, does this thing actually have a landing? It does have a landing. Word that I'm looking for is stage. I might even want to save some of this fuel when it gets down quite low. Obviously, we're burning through all of this. Yeah. Did you know that deer at the North Sea coast eat algae? Kind of, yes. I knew more about them eating lichens than algae, but I'm not surprised that is a thing. At 6, dude, why are all you people getting up early? What is about what? Like, my alarm goes off at 7:30 to be at university for 9. Take an hour nap on the way. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, may have slightly overshot that. Now, like, can I just go straight to Min? No, I cannot go straight to Minmus. Set as target. Okay, this one, gonna save the fuel in that. We'll bring it back with it. College is an hour and a half away. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, my college is like, if I wake up really late and I'm really, really moving and doing my best to not be late, my college is a 20-minute run away. My university, sorry. It's quite a distance. It's not. It's really not. When I still had my push button, so I moved from a very inland situation to pretty much on the coast. I'm in Cardiff, the capital city of Wales. I'm from the UK. I'm the UK. And obviously we're on the coast, as I say, and my bike, the bearings in the back wheel just locked up one day. I assume they just rusted. I haven't even taken it apart to have a look. Mainly because I don't know how you take a set of hub bearings apart. Why is YouTube complaining at me again? Okay, well, this is almost definitely going to have to be the last mission we do then. The internet does not agree with my plan to go around and fix this. It's a bit of a shame, but we'll try and do it. I got coast on nearly all sides. Oh yeah, you're down on that little weird peninsula bit like this, right? I'm kind of across the water. I'm over there. If this is like the southern end of England, oh wow, no, this is England, and then you got Wales up here, right? Stream acting up. Oh no! I'm not about it, my friends. I'm not about it. I'm sorry. I'm doing everything that I normally do this side. Himiway. Oh, is that an electric bike? I'm actually kind of down for more of an actual electric bike. I don't know if like Ducati do one or something, you know. Push me out there. Okay, we are in La Orbit. Awesome. I'm all about it. All about it. And we're actually at the ascending node, so this is the place to go as far as possible. I am going to drop this stage and go. Explosions! Love an explosion. Right, let's turn this back and see how far we can get. Because we are pretty much at that node there, I'm just going to go. Because we're at that node, that means that my flat orbit is going to meet this inclined orbit. One of my friend's brothers is currently at uni. You'll go, oh really? Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, there's a lot. There's 150 of us in my mechanics class. Seems to be random pauses in connection rather than slow internet. Oh. Goes as fast as a car in the city traffic. Yeah, I almost... This is one of the things that has me thinking maybe the electrical revolution is the way. Because I'm pretty much a city dweller, right? I'm pretty much a city dweller. I've come from the countryside, but I like it here. All right, tell me I'm there. Not there. All right. Well, we'll do this and we'll wait. We'll figure it out after. Is Minmus going that way? Yeah, Minmus is going that way. Totally should have gone the other way. Oh well. Today we learn. I mean, we didn't. I'm gonna do this again at some point, but well, maybe we're just gonna stay here like this. Okay, that's a good orbit. I'm gonna take that one. Or not. Wow. Try this again. Can we get rid of that? Thanks. Okay, so somewhere here, I got this descending node. Add maneuver. Now, the first thing I want to do is bring this up and round. Okay, great. That's pretty much all I wanted to do there. We'll just go and do that, and then we'll. I can't really see the ascending node. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's pretty central. Oh, I did it again. Okay, well, it looks like I'm back again. I'm just not impressed with this particular situation here. We're going to jump up and just do this. 0% operational cost if you charge it on campus, which I will be. It's one of my favourite things about being on campus, actually. Like, I am a power hog. I go through a lot of electricity. I'm probably like quite a large contributor to climate change myself, right? I mean, I'm nothing compared to cars or whatever, but, you know. I want to go normal. And that costs some money. That costs some money. So being somewhere where I don't pay for my electricity is nice. It's nice. (0.2), (0.3). I'm sure we could get this down to nothing. Like, we're right there. Of course we can get it down to nothing. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. And now if I add maneuver, this one, no, not that one. Okay, next one. Any of these gonna meet? Oh, there was one or two. Ooh, look at that one. Oh, that's very nice. I like that. Okay, that is what I'm going to go for. I like that one. It's going to take us a while to get there, but I like it. Is that a pro grade? No, it's a random one. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with random ones. I live basically as far away as you get from the sea that you can get in Germany. Okay, I mean, that's also kind of cool. The video is pretty in and out for you too. That's a shame. Build a nuclear reactor, then profit. Would love to. I'm fairly sure people come and have some serious conversations with me if I start dealing with nuclear stuff. Yeah, it's one of the actual big problems with the electric stuff at the moment. Oh man, are we not got an encounter? One of the big problems with the electric stuff in this country at the moment is it's unregulated use of such high speeds. People who have no idea how to control things, going around and knocking grannies over. You got to know how to deal with something if you're going to be traveling. I mean, just for your own safety, if you're going to be traveling above 12 miles an hour, something like that. Yeah, you got to be careful. And if you're like 12 miles an hour, I don't have to be careful about that. Run full speed into a wall. You don't run 12 miles an hour, and I bet you still don't want to run into that wall as hard as you can. Didn't they ban electric scooters yet? Sort of. There are some cities that allow them and some that don't, which is very not handy. In Cardiff, we have a bike scheme instead of a scooter scheme. They're in Bristol. Where else have I seen them? I've seen electric scooters around places. If you mean nuclear reactors are really safe, it's just if you. I mean, yeah, no. I am a 100% proponent of nuclear power. I think nuclear power is more steady than renewables and less polluting than coal. And I will fight you about that. So yeah, you don't have to convince me about the nuclear option. People are like, oh yeah, but the waste. What are we going to do with the waste? It's like whatever we do with it, it's better than pumping our carbon into the atmosphere. What is going on here? Wait. We missed. And with that, I am gonna have to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure later. We have had a very important thing pop up. This has to wait for next week. This is not something that we can just do now. I would like to thank each and every one of you that have popped out and come to say hello today. We've had a great time. I've had a great time. I'm sure we'll be doing this again next week. Tuesdays for 6 till 8. That's when I generally tend to do stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, I cannot just pass the Eve passing by. I'm sorry about that, guys. We would have to do this next week. I'll see you then when we're gonna do that. Bye.